I mean, I think it's just establishing a pace that you want to go after the rest of the season. I think it's important to just as we work through these weeks, really start trying to get into playing our best ball early. I think the teams that get into playing their best ball early and really are on the same page in terms of like mental assignments and doing things the right way. Those are the teams that are going to make it down the stretch when it comes time.
What do you see up front from this hardball defense that makes it tricky, including trying to run the football?
I mean, them guys are big and physical. They got really talented DTs, really athletic DNs, really athletic linebackers. Roquan Smith, he's a great linebacker. He can play sideline to sideline. Kyle Hamilton, they like to move him around and do things with him. So I think the biggest thing for us is just, establishing, that physical mindset up front, from the get-go. And, staying ahead on these guys. It's really going to be a four-quarter game. After watching the tape of the other games, you got to play for 4 quarters. You got to play hard.
Do you ever think of a better 0-2 opponent that you've ever faced?
I mean, everybody's pretty good, but, I mean, it's the NFL, bro. It's any given Sunday, but I'm gonna prepare for them the same way I prepare for anybody else. Put my best foot forward. Regardless of who the opponent is.
How much is the focus on trying to unlock the run game? Rico was talking about just trying to find a flow with that.
I mean, it's a huge focus for us, and that's something I've really been intentional about just going into this week of practice. It's really letting our guys run. We got a great running back room. We got really athletic guys with really great diverse skill sets. It's on us to get them going. It's on us for them to feel comfortable, be able to trust their reads, be able to trust their the fundamentals that they're coached on every day in order for us to be successful. So it really starts up front with us.
Why do you guys take that responsibility?
I mean, we take that personally. I mean, we ultimately set the pace of this team. We ultimately set the pace of this offense as an offensive line. Everything starts with us. The play starts with us. Without Coop snapping the ball, the play doesn't start without me, getting my block. The play can't get going without TG getting his block. The play can't go. So it really just starts with us up front. That's the mindset we got going into everything. I mean, I think everybody should be pissed off on Sunday. I mean, it's that time, but it's definitely gonna get physical for sure.
I know you're not supposed to pay attention to records, but a team like Baltimore, as good as they've been, comes in here at 0-2. Does that get your attention a little bit?
I mean, I think the biggest thing for me is just really setting the example. I mean, I feel like this past week, obviously, we're on to the next opponent. But we didn't do what we were supposed to do. I think it had less to do with anybody we were going against and more to do with us. So going out there and playing our football is the biggest thing.
What was the prevailing feeling coming out of that game Sunday? I mean, just in the room.
I mean, I really think the biggest thing for us was just after we really watched the tape and just looked at what we did right, what we did wrong, was just, I mean, I don't want to say disappointment, but it was just a failure to execute. There were so many, there were mental errors, there were missed assignments, stuff like that. This day one stuff, this training camp stuff. And it was just it was a matter of, we failed ourselves. And the biggest thing for us, we got to go to practice. We got to do things the right way. We got to do the little things the right way. And it really starts, it starts every day, in the film room, and the walkthroughs and all that stuff. But we just got to do stuff the right way.
What was film like on Monday?
I mean, we just watched the game, went through the keys. It was a regular film session. I know it's surprising as it sounds, but it was a regular film session. We looked at what we needed to correct. We found the corrections, and we're working on them now.
Are those little mental errors, is that just part of human nature? Coming off a nice winning Cleveland, it's kind of easy to.
I mean, it's part of the game. I mean, and it's stuff you try to eliminate every week. I think the biggest thing for us is getting as close to perfect as possible. I mean, the better we execute, the better we are from the get-go, the better we're going to do.